Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar. I am having close to 16 plus years of experience in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. I have worked with more than 12 software organizations around the globe. I would like to introduce you all a Devops School's flagship certification program in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. This program will get started in the weekends, so get enrolled. Please contact us on the phone number given on the screen, and in fact you can email us on the contact@devopsschool.com. It's taking little time, and you see now this is second error we have got. Wonderful. So now first error I fixed it. Now second error which you got it here, it says, hey, you are running the CLI. Okay, so here building account could not acquire access token part da, da, da. So basically this is the authentication issues, token issues. Okay, building account could not acquire access token for parse claim running Azure CLI exit status 1. Okay, so AJ CLI which is installed in my machines, and they are trying to access the token, but unfortunately authentication is not there. So now I don't know how do we set up the authentications. So I will ask provider itself, can you please tell me how can you set up a authentication? So here option number 1, option number 2, option number 3, option number 4, option number 5. So many ways you can authenticate. See, understand the fundamentally. Earlier what you were doing, this is you will make a ARM in Azure. We have a ARM, and you will make a API call directly to this to automate the process. Now you are not here. This provider is making a call to API. So authentication is required for that, right? This provider is
Yes,
hitting to the API. Authentication is required. So
yes,
how do you pass the authentication to Azure? This is the document we'll talk about it. So these 5 ways you can authenticate. Which is the default one? So default one is Azure CLI. So because of that, you might have noticed they have tried to get the token from Azure CLI default, but because I have not set it up, so you do not have that one. Got it?
got it.
So now which one I should go for it? So I'll go for this one. Okay. So authenticating to Azure using service principal and client secret. So this is something which I'll go for it. Okay, this is the third option. So how do you do that? So first you have to create a service principal, okay, which will have a client ID, secret ID, and all stuff like that. And there's so many ways to create it, by the way, so many ways. Okay, these are the command line to create it, all this stuff. Okay, so I have a one tutorial which will help me to do that faster. So client certificate and service principal. So Azure client certificate. Here, how Terraform authenticate, and this is there, but just here, how to create IAM user and assign service principal access. This is the one. So first thing you have to go for your AD. Okay, so this is the AD. So this is step just for this one, this method. Okay, different methods are there. So what you need to do is you go to AD, Azure Active Directory. So can I go to Azure Active Directory? So go to home page, Azure Active Directory. Here it is. Now
Okay,
Azure Active Directory, go to this app registrations. Okay. Now app registrations. This is manual process. You name it, register a new app. So here new registrations. Now Terraform. Okay. Now this is let it be single tenant and register it. So here you created a one application which is Terraform. Now you got a client ID. So what are the things you needed? Let me note it down. Uh, just give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
So you need few things which is client ID. So client secret and tenant ID and subscription ID. So these four details you needed. So how do you use it? This one, just this one. So it's in Windows. This is Linux, okay? So in Windows, how do you do that? This is the Terraform. You can feed this. I'll teach you. So all this thing you have in documentation. You have to try. This is authentication provider. So client ID I need it. So what is the client ID? So client ID is here. Client secret I need it. So client secret you get it. After that I'll teach you. Tenant ID you have it here, and subscription ID you have. Uh, I'll show you that. That's a subscription ID. You will have it somewhere in the next image. So here I did this. After that, you got a client ID as per the image and directory tenant ID. Now you have to have a subscription, a client credentials. So here you can create and client secret. So I'm creating client secret for Terraform. You'll have in the recordings. You can try this. Not you don't do this every day. So you can use this. So secret ID and is here. Okay. So I copied this secret ID
Okay.
and secret client secret. The problem is whether it's this one or this one, even I got confused. So I think secret ID. Okay. We'll see that. So secret ID, I'll copy both for time being. Secret ID and copy this one, put it up. So now this is done. This is done. Tenant ID done. Subscription ID is pending. So now what to do? First, I'll have to give the assignment access to this. So how do you do that? So go to the your subscription IAM and which is here. So that is done. So go to the IAM, which is IAM. Where's IAM? Go to the home. Access control. Okay, so you have to go to the in order to access, you have to go to subscription, which is here, and then go for IAM. So IAM would be somewhere. Okay, so subscription, you got a subscription ID. This is the one done, but access is not been given, so you have to go for IAM, which is here. And now, what access you want to give it to that uh, app, you have to specify here. So I'll just follow the code. So here add role assignment. So that is you have to do. So click on the add and role assignment. And here, what role you want to assign. So owner, contributor, reader, whatever you want to do that, you can use it. So as for the image, owner. Okay, so here owner and the next. Now here you want to select the members. So which member? So it can be user or it can be app. So this is the user, but I want to search for app Terraform, which I created. Terraform. Here it is. I given selected member selected. Now here selected member happen. Assign access owner select done. Okay, and review and assigned, review and assigned, and done. So view my access and eligible assignment. So now this is added. So now you got all this entry which is here, and this is something you can add it in your here, and authentication is set. So there's so many ways in which you can set the authentication. Understood?
Okay.
Okay, so now this is done, authentication done. Let me run this again, same command. Terraform plan, it's a dry run for my code. Now here it says invalid client secret. Yeah, so I was doubting it, which one is correct. Remember that?
Yes.
So I think this they didn't work. So I have to use something different. So I forgot to copy. So I have to go to Active Directory and app registrations, Terraform and secret. So last time I copied 1F, this time value. I'll delete this one. Creating Terraform and value. I'll just keep it this one and let's try. Value you need to have it ID, no? So plan. So as per the plan, let's see that here. So how many resources you are creating? So look at this. How many resources? Only one resources. And here is 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So here if you have two resources, let's say 1 1, so now it will become a two resources. Let me show you. See here, one resources, two resources, two resources. So now it will be added, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So can we apply? So after the plan you have to apply. Remember the plan, apply, destroy, plan, apply, destroy. So apply for creating
Okay.
and updating both. Plan means dry run, apply for create or update, destroy for destroy. So now I'm creating two resources on in Azure. See, they're asking, hey, are you sure you want to create resources? Yes. And now if you go to Azure here and go to the resource group, just right now there's nothing, refresh it, and it's creating, refresh it. Now it's created, refresh it, but it's not coming. Filter, refresh it. See, it's come. So
Yeah.
example
Okay.
and example one. So if you see the
Yes.
code here, name example one, example. This is a Terraform name. So that is one. So now if you look at this image, what I did, I installed the Terraform first. Then I installed the provider second. Then I wrote a code third. Then I applied. Okay. So then when you apply that, this has request has gone to the Azure. Azure created resources, and this response should be there. No JSON file. This JSON file. This is, we call it state file. Okay. Where is that?
Okay.
Let me show you. here, this is a state file. Okay, this is JSON format. You should not modify this file. You can refer it. So this is the response. So this is one resources and there's another resources. But you should not check this file. How do you check it? Command line. How do you do that? So Terraform show. So two resources you created here, and you see
Okay.
one resources, two resources. Done. So this is the
Okay.
way. So now you will focus only. Now everything is set up. Now you will focus only on that, improving a code and write a more better code and all kind of things. This one.
Okay.
Are you understanding?
Yes, Rajesh. Got it.
Yeah. So remember that apply, destroy. So now you want to destroy that code. So what to do? So last thing after verification, resource is being created. After that, Terraform destroy, enter. Now you see that all the resources which is created in a state file, which is got in a state file will be destroyed by
Okay.
Terraform for you. And let me see that here. So now see that. Okay, I cancelled by mistake. You have to press yes when it prompt you.
Okay.
See here. So they are saying, hey, are you sure you want to destroy? Yes. And now it will be destroyed within a second. Only two resources I created of Azure.
Okay.
Here, instead of
Okay.
two, it can be 1000 also. That is the
Oh,
thing. So here you see and refresh, refresh, refresh. Still doing, getting them. Refresh, refresh. Azure is taking time. AWS is faster actually, little bit.
okay.
Too much time.
Mm.
So guys, this is the way you can do whole thing. So what is the area to focus? Everything is set up now. Authentication set, Terraform installed, providers installed. You set up the authentication also in the provider. Now it's done actually. Now this one, okay, and now refresh. It's gone.
Okay.
So guys, this is the way you do that. So now onwards, what we need to focus. So you need to focus on only this coding. What you want to do on Azure, decide it and write a code for accordingly, and that I'll teach you. Understood?
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll share the recording after 1 hour. Okay, just practice
Okay.
it.
Okay. Sure.
And one more thing, you have to look into the Azure also. Without
Yeah.
Azure
Yeah.
learning, Terraform is a waste of time.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay, then see you next session. Bye.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Rajesh. So anything is there,
Yeah.
I'll.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.